This new Xbox update gives you exactly what you want. Did Amazon just tease a new Xbox? This leak just revealed the future of Game Pass. Let's discuss. A reminder, if you take a look down at the description below, I have links for all sorts of Xbox gear. I've been talking a lot about the ultimate wired Xbox controller by 8-Bit Do. That's down there as well. You can buy it through Best Buy. If you want to get in on this new generation of Xbox cloud gaming, I also have some links for some Samsung TVs that support the Xbox Game Pass app that they're coming out with. So in the near future, your Xbox Game Pass subscription is about to get a whole lot better. I'm talking about the Xbox Game Pass family plan. This is something that we learned about a couple of months ago via Brad Sams. And from our understanding, it was going to function a lot like the family plans offered by other subscription services like Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, whatever, all those guys. They have since gone ahead and started testing out this family plan prototype in certain countries. I believe it was Ireland and some country in Latin America. I want to say Colombia. But a new leak that's been floating around the internet suggests that Microsoft is pivoting away from the just family angle of the marketing and going with Xbox Game Pass, friends and family. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh wow, so this means that this new Game Pass structure, it means that it's not just limited to your family, which that's kind of what I was assuming in the first place. Maybe a lot of people are out there thinking that it was just going to apply to different consoles in your household with your family members. But from the moment I heard about this thing way back a couple of months ago, I was like, okay, I'm going to get a couple of my friends and we're all going to share one Game Pass Ultimate subscription. Never did I once think, oh, this is great for my family because no one in my family gives a crap about Xbox. My mom watches these videos and she's always like, oh, I love watching your videos. I never know what you're talking about, but I just love to hear your voice, blah, blah, blah. Love you, Mom. The only limitation that we've heard of, the only requirement from this testing phase that Microsoft has going on for this new structure of Game Pass is that you all have to be in the same country. They don't mention anything about you gotta be related by blood, you gotta submit DNA samples, you gotta submit a family tree, a family history, whatever. You just gotta be in the same country. So I think this is a good move to avoid any confusion. Friends and family, it's not the sexiest angle and as far as marketing goes, but we all know that Xbox, they struggle a little bit with their naming conventions. Some Xbox insiders like Brad Sams suggest that we could be seeing this roll out later in the holiday season. And from what we know, you can have yourself and up to 4 other people on this friends and family plan. I think the cap right now is $25 for a total of 5 people, and you all get Game Pass Ultimate. And that's something I really like, man. I really like the communal aspect that Xbox is going with this new Game Pass structure. Microsoft had yet another killer week when it came to Xbox Series console sales. According to VGChartz, from August 14th to the 20th, Xbox sales continued to climb while PS5 sales flatlined. This is actually a really interesting website if you want to check it out for yourself that tracks in real time hardware sales from the different video game giants, Nintendo Switch sales, Sony PlayStation 5s, Xbox Series X and S consoles, and they track them in different regions as well, different markets. Xbox should be jumping for joy with how they're doing right now in Japan. Obviously, it's not like they're knocking it out of the park or anything, but they're doing so much better than they ever have in Japan this generation compared to what they've done before. But honestly, guys, I think there's a lot to celebrate here. This is coming during a time where people are constantly telling me in my comments across all platforms, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, that Xbox has no games. They have nothing to offer. They got no games. Boo Xbox. But yet they continue to sell very, very well. If Xbox had no games and had nothing to offer, by that logic, we'd be seeing a repeat of the PS4 versus Xbox One generation, where PS4 is just blew Xbox out of the water. But we're not. The sales gap is actually very narrow. Obviously, the PlayStation 5 is still ahead. And by the time Xbox really turns up the heat with the Activision Blizzard deal, when they start releasing those Bethesda exclusives, Forza Motorsport 8 comes out, I really think we're going to see a big turnaround. Jez Corden over at Windows Central showed off yet another really awesome quality of life feature that's coming to Xbox insiders. And these stories always kind of bum me out just a little bit because I'm like, wow, that's a really cool feature. I can't wait to use it. Oh, it's only available for Alpha Skip Ahead insiders, for Alpha Ring insiders, which unfortunately, I didn't make the cut. This new build is introducing a feature that'll make it easier than ever to organize your games. In the screenshot that we saw on Jez Corden's account, we can see that he has his games organized by games that you own, games that you downloaded from Game Pass, games that you downloaded from Game Pass that are a part of EA Play, games that you downloaded from Games with Gold, and then all other apps that you own that are not games. And personally, I think that is a huge improvement, bringing some sort of organizational element to your My Games and Apps section. Me personally, I'm pretty used to it. I'm pretty used to the Xbox OS, the dashboard, the interface, whatever. But you gotta admit, it's like kind of a convoluted system as is. It's kind of weird that you boot up your Xbox and your games aren't just like all right there. You gotta go into a separate folder and then look for them. And sometimes you have a game that you downloaded on Game Pass that's no longer on Game Pass anymore, and you try to play it and they're like, oh, you don't have permission to play this game. Either insert the disc or buy it on the store. And I feel like this is gonna go a long way in improving the overall quality of life and ease of use of your Xbox dashboard. Personally, I would like to see them take it a step further and let you organize your games, kind of like what you see on Game Pass. You can organize them by genre. Oh, these are all my RPGs. These are all my first-person shooters. These are all my strategy games. Sometimes they even have weird genres on Game Pass, or like games that you can chill out to. Games that will excite you. I don't know. I feel like sorting by genre would be a good step. As part of this update, they're also going to be introducing a way for you to set how long your Xbox stays on for, an automatic shutoff timer. This is something that you see in most modern laptops or devices nowadays, so it makes sense that you would have this feature on your Xbox as well. This feature already exists, sort of, but it takes a long time for your Xbox to shut off when you leave it just chilling. Me personally, I don't really care. Either I just manually turn my Xbox off, or I'm not a real stickler when it comes to power saving. I'm sorry, that might sound bad to anyone who's an environmentalist out there and also a gamer. I also have instant on enabled on my Xbox, so it's always sort of on. Either way, very cool feature to have. Happy to have it. Again, these are all features that are being tested out by the Xbox Insider program. I assume it's only available for the alpha and alpha skip ahead rings. But like I always say, if you are interested in becoming an Xbox Insider and working your way up to those rings, all you have to do is download the Xbox Insider Hub app on your console, and they also have one for PC as well. So guys, the other day I posted a video where I proposed a radical change to Xbox's pricing structure. I sat around in my isolation when I was feeling under the weather, and I proposed that they had a $500 Series X, a $400 digital Series X. They lower the price of the Series S, and then they introduce whatever streaming stick apparatus or whatever that Keystone was supposed to be at $100. And I know that sounds crazy, discounting the Series S by over $50. It's already so cheap, sitting at $300. It's a steal. But this new deal on Amazon kind of brought about that price reduction in a weird way. I saw this bundle pop up for the Series S on Amazon, and in a weird way it made my crazy price reduction theory, a $250 Series S, come true. Amazon posted this bundle. I don't know if it'll still be around by the time this video goes up, but I assume if they had it once, they're gonna bring it back eventually. But it was a Series S bundled with a copy of Forza Horizon 5 for $300. $300! And considering that Forza Horizon 5 is a $60 game, that would mean that you spend $240 on your Series S and $60 on the game for a total of $300. And what's crazy about this bundle is even if you don't care about Forza Horizon 5, you say, I don't care that it reviewed really, really well, got crazy high review scores, it was IGN's Game of the Year, for those of you who still care about that stuff. I don't care about that stuff because I'm not really a racing game guy, and that's not really my thing. What was awesome about this bundle is that you can swap it out for some really, really solid titles. One of them, a kind of small, indie, low-key game called Elden Ring. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for potential bundles like this on Amazon and other retailers. Amazon always has a standing bundle for Rocket League in the Series S, which is a really great deal. Even though Rocket League is a free game, I get it. And right now, the Series S is discounted on the Microsoft Store. It's not a crazy discount, it's a $10 discount, but this little guy is always going on sale, so I would highly recommend that you keep your eye out for a bundle like this or for a steep discount like this, and maybe pick one up for yourself. Even if you have an Xbox already, you can never have too many. Maybe you need one for another room. Maybe you need one for a friend so they can finally stop having an excuse and say, oh, I don't have an Xbox, I can't play games with you. Maybe you can just be like, hey, surprise, here's an Xbox, now play with me. Speaking of Amazon, a listing that no longer exists at this moment apparently leaked the release date of the new Elite Series 2 that we've been seeing seeing floated around this mysterious white version of the Elite Series 2. This is something that popped up on everyone's radar when random leaks of this controller were floating around. Jimmy texted me a video of this, like, I want to say it was like 1 in the morning or something ridiculous like that. And he was like, yo, check this out. And it was a video that had like 800 views of this controller, this white Elite Series controller that no one else had ever seen. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Where did this come from? And since then, Microsoft has released no other details about it. They haven't even officially acknowledged its existence. But Tom Warren apparently saw a listing on Amazon that listed the release date for this controller as Wednesday, September 21st, and then it was quickly taken down. I don't know, guys. This whole white Elite Series 2 thing, I just don't know. It makes me want to travel back in time just a couple of weeks ago when me and Jimmy were all excited because Jez Corden was hinting that the Elite Series 3 was coming out later this year and like during the holiday season. Some other people were saying, no, it's going to come out early next year. And the Elite Series 3, it's going to be tied to a major first-party release. And we were so excited. Oh my God, finally, an Elite Series 3. This is amazing. And then we start learning all this stuff about the Elite Series 2, and it's like, okay, what does that mean for the Elite Series 3? You know, and I really hope that they do, alongside or in conjunction, if they release this white Elite Series 2, is take this opportunity to release a white Series X. Why would you release this clean looking white controller if you're not going to have a fancy console to go along with it? But yeah, it really got me thinking because like Xbox has to do something this fall. They got to do something for this fall holiday season because they don't have a first party release like PlayStation does with God of War Ragnarok coming this holiday season. So they got to do something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they're going to do, but they have to do something cool. Releasing a white Series X would be awesome. Bundling it with the white Elite Series 2, that would be really awesome. A white Series X and a black Series S. And when you think about it, over on PlayStation side, they at least have the ability to modify your fins, take off the fins, and replace them with a new color. They got that purple one, they're all weird names. It's like Galaxy Fuchsia or like I don't even know, like race car red. I'm just starting to think of like Gatorade flavors, like freaking like Cool Avalanche or but they at least have the ability to modify their PS5 to different colors. And over on the Xbox side, we haven't seen anything like that outside of the special editions. There's been a lot of special editions, but not all of them have been for sale. And the ones that have go very quickly to scalpers, and we do this whole dance again. It would be really awesome if they released a SKU that, like I said, just a white Series X. Because again, I really feel like that would go a long way in driving interest in the Xbox brand going into this dry season. And I know a lot of people are going to be upset with that. Yes, I know Game Pass in particular has a lot of stuff coming over the next few months, even if they don't have any first-party releases coming. I should say there's no like heavy hitters coming from Xbox Game Studios this fall. Anyways, guys, that's all the news I have for today. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, wherever, and we'll see you in the next video.